The latest update. In real life, Kevin Nash and Triple H are well known to be great buddies. There's a rich history between the two celebrities, and Nash has recently spoken with The Game. A rare personal update from Triple H showed him exercising with his children. They showed off their muscles after their training by flexing. In addition to sharing the photos, The Game also sent out Thanksgiving greetings. He introduced himself as a girl dad and said that they were exercising before the feast. Kevin Nash gave his immediate reaction, emphasizing on how much he liked their posing abilities. Although Kevin Nash and the current WWE Chief Creative Officer had a rivalry in the 2010s, the two stars really had a much longer history of feuding. They were both members of the KLQ, the company's backstage gang, in the 90s, when they were involved in one of the most contentious incidents in history. Shawn Michaels, Scott Hall, and the stars embraced each other in the center of the WWE ring after a bout back when kayfabe was all the rage. Two of the stars resembled shoes, while the other two resembled faces. Nash and Hall were saying goodbye before they headed to WCW. The incident, which is now known as the Curtain Call, is notorious in WWE annals. It is impossible to exaggerate Kevin Nash's significance to The Game. The Game was also hit hard for his part in it, but he recovered and went on to become a legend in the industry. There is more to the friendship between Kevin Nash and Triple H than just wrestling. Shawn Michaels, Scott Hall, and Sean Waltman were all members of the notorious KLQ, a fraternity that existed behind the scenes. Their bond has endured, developing from friendship to camaraderie in the locker room. Triple H recently gave an unusually candid update on his health and the difficulties of juggling his roles as WWE President and General Manager. Replying, Kevin Nash sent a sincere remark that brought attention to the special bond and profound reverence shared by two wrestling icons. Following his cardiac attack in late 2021, Triple H, better known to fans as The Game, has lately spoken out about his continuing health struggle. It has been difficult for him to balance the high-pressure demands of his position as WWE's Chief Content Officer, which has kept him actively engaged in the creative direction of the business. Triple H thanked his loved ones, co-workers, and supporters who have been there for him throughout his rehabilitation, and shared his thoughts in his latest post. An unusual look at the human side of the 14-time world champion, who has always been depicted as bigger than life, as he discussed the significance of self-care, managing oneself, and valuing the moments that really count. Life has a way of bringing things into perspective, Triple H said. Over the years, I've been fortunate enough to pursue my passion, but I've also realized that taking a step back is sometimes as important as taking a stride forward. Thanks to everyone who has helped me out, encouraged me, and stood by me. You're the reason I keep going. Despite his towering height and quick wit, Kevin Nash revealed a more vulnerable side in his reply to Triple H's letter. Nash paid tribute to his lifelong buddy and the path they've traveled together in an emotional social media message. Paul, Triple H, you've always been one of the toughest, smartest, and most driven people I've ever met, wrote Nash. I can really relate to what you said about taking it easy and enjoying the little things in life. Throughout your career, you have been an unwavering support system, not just for WWE but also for those fortunate enough to count you as a friend. Go at your own pace, my brother. Our support is unwavering. Both fans and other wrestlers connected with Nash's message. It was more than simply showing solidarity. It was a poignant reminder of the strong relationships formed in the professional wrestling industry, where personal and professional lives often blend together. Since Triple H's mid-1990s WWE debut, when he immediately aligned himself with the KLQ, Nash and Triple H have been friends. Nash had already made it big as Diesel, but Triple H was just starting out and trying to make his mark. With the help of Nash and the rest of the KLQ, Triple H developed into an assured performer with an astute commercial sense. In 1996, during the notorious Curtain Call incident, members of the KLQ broke character in a hug after the match at Madison Square Garden. This action further strengthened their connection. Significant consequences ensued behind the scenes as a result of the incident, with Triple H taking the biggest hit. Nash was a loyal supporter throughout, which strengthened their bond as brothers. Their relationship stayed the same even when Triple H became one of WWE's most powerful leaders, and Nash moved into a part-time job. Whether it's been silently supporting each other through personal problems or sharing laughter on screen during their DX/KLQ reunions, their relationship has been consistent. A feeling of introspection was also there in Nash's reply to Triple H's update. Everyone in the wrestling community knows that Nash has been through a lot. What with losing his kid Tryson not long ago, and everything. The fragility of life and the significance of cherishing the ones who matter most have been sharply brought to his attention by his personal path through loss and recovery. During his message, Nash made a passing reference to the similar events that have impacted their lives. "We've both been through hell and back, man. Attempting to find calm among the mayhem after losing Scott Hall and dealing with our own health worries. Nowadays, what matters most are the people we cherish, not the accolades or the applause. You've always been one of those folks for me." Fans and members of the wrestling world alike could relate to Nash's message, since they had seen the physical and mental toll that the industry takes on its workers. Current stars like Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes joined Shawn Michaels and X-Pac, Sean Waltman, in praising the camaraderie between Nash and the Game, and expressing their support for Triple H. "Paul is one of the strongest people I know, but it's always good to have reminders like this from someone who knows the journey," wrote Michaels, Triple H's closest friend and fellow KLQ member. "Kev, I appreciate you stating it. I completely agree." The spectators were moved by the touching moment between Nash and Triple H, which showed them that wrestling is much more than just fighting. There are real people behind the inflated personalities and high-octane battles, and they have shared experiences, successes, and memories spanning decades. The kind of things that make us remember why we love wrestling are times like this. According to one Twitter user, the connections, respect, and real-life links are just as important as the activity that is shown by Nash and Triple H. After all they've gone through, it's great to see Nash supporting Triple H like Wwe. Another fan said, "The KLQ has always been about commitment, and this just solidifies that."